All right, so fellas, we are absolutely live right now. We got Slaughterhouse in here. We're gonna introduce
Slaughter.
ourselves. This is your boy. I'm MOG. No, representing the Slaughterhouse. Let's introduce ourselves, fellas.
I'm Tone. Everybody know me, man. The crazy friend.
I'm Brother Duke. I'm the know-it-all friend.
Ah,
Right. On the bull, people call me Crump, Uncle D. I'm just laid back.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
that.
He done laid back, friend.
yeah. So
That's the friend to get haircuts every week.
Yeah, facts.
Listen, I gotta say groom. I gotta say on my game with it.
Hey, so fresh and so clean. Listen,
Listen,
we just slaughtered 5 right now, so we got something to talk about tonight, fellas. We got a lot of stuff to cover tonight. So, Brother Crump,
Starting the
Brother
timer now.
Tone, Brother Duke, we gonna start off with our first discussion of the topics. And Brother Tone, if you can segue us into that, let's get it done. Let's get started.
They left.
And if you don't know about the slaughter, how we do things around here, we take one topic, we go 5 minutes, part the interruption style, and at the end of the bell or the tone or the iPhone alarm, whichever one that we have, we move on to the next topic.
Okay.
yes, sir.
Take it
All
away.
right, so we're gonna do special rules tonight. Special rules tonight because we got another member tonight. This gonna be a little different from
Yeah,
episode
yeah.
1. Episode 1, it was just us 3. Now we got a fourth member in here. So we're gonna do it a little different. We might some topics might even push to 10. Some topics might push to 10 just because we got that extra. We got an extra person here that we got to make sure their opinions is felt too. So we don't want nobody to get slighted. We don't want nobody coming after us in the comments talking about, oh man, we ain't give Tone his time and this and that. So we're gonna do that. All right. So Tone, without further ado, let's start off with the first topic.
All right. So how I feel about female rappers, right?
Uh-huh.
It was just like they ain't really give you the real substance. Like I can deal with the Megan Thee Stallions and all that because they not a rap.
Okay.
The Ice Spices, they here and they gonna go tomorrow. They not like the, how can I say, the Foxy Browns and Lil Kim that's gonna stay around for a minute. They lose their ass or something, or they ain't looking the way they supposed to look. Guess what? They going out the window.
Okay, so you saying, all right?
I feel like Nicki Minaj really fucked it. Like she fucked the game up because she came in BBL, fake titty.
Okay.
And she really like this ain't making to where it's like the other females like looked up to her. And I feel like Cardi can rap. It's a Lola Brooks. She's trending right now for that pesos. Oh, that shit was cool, but ain't no real rap besides Megan for real. I think Megan like control the game.
I'd have to push back on that, brother.
What? And why is that?
I think Nicki's running it. I'm take it or leave it.
Okay.
Right.
I'm honestly a Lauryn Hill. You know what I'm saying? You can't.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Would you call her a rapper?
I would call her a lyricist.
She's way
There you go.
Above them.
Right.
I wouldn't put them even in the same category.
But Nick, I noticed like nobody's really touching Nick, but I feel like she always has to address or make a diss track, but it's almost like she shadow boxing with herself because nobody else is dissing her.
Right.
Personally, I like Asian Doll. She in like Pooh Shiesty and all them.
Yeah, I like.
Yeah.
She bodied the The Back in Blood joint.
Okay.
Bodied it. Best rapper of 2022.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
I
Asian
got
Doll can
her.
definitely Asian Doll can hold her own for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I like Asian in certain parts, but she was just too gangster for me, man.
And that's what I
She
like.
was just
Hey.
very nice.
That's crazy. The crazy thing is, I don't even really listen to female rappers like that, and if I do, most of them they all female battle rappers. So
Okay.
if I gotta go with it, I go with people like Remy Ma or Miss Hustle, somebody like that.
Okay.
But Nicki Minaj, I was never a fan, never.
Never?
No disrespect, but I was never a fan of Nicki Minaj. She come on
You
the
ain't like
radio.
you ain't like Monster? You ain't like Monster? She killed
None
that
of them.
joint with
Monster.
Kanye.
None of them.
She got it together on Monster. She held her
Oh, yeah.
own.
Pull up,
She
pull up
her
in the
own.
Tonka. Pull up in the Tonka,
Yeah.
color of Willy Wonka. I mean, she smashed that. She
held her
smashed
own.
that.
Okay, first
I
thing.
listen to
Oh,
Megan before that.
And them gonna rock gold teeth and fangs.
Oh,
Oh,
wait. All right, Crump trying to spit his opinion. Go ahead, brother Crump. Go ahead,
Now
brother.
I listen to Megan Thee Stallion before I listen to Nicki Minaj. I don't know. Megan seemed a little bit more, I won't say original, but she seemed a little bit more her than Nicki Minaj or even Cardi B. Like Cardi B, she got that New York style that a lot of female rappers probably try to imitate, but Cardi B, she got that down pat. But at the same time, a lot of these female rappers, they just go off of image. If you ain't got the booty, the body, or whatever, you ain't nobody.
All right, so we got
Otaku. That's the one thing that's always gonna set her apart for me.
All right, we got 2 minutes left. Let me just put a minute. Let me get 1 minute in there. So it's a lot of new rappers out. You know, Coil Ray.
Oh,
I like Coil Ray. I actually like it.
I love her body wise. Trash.
Yeah.
Coil Ray going with somebody now.
I don't know who she. I mean, I like her though. I like her flow. I like that she's pushing that music out there. She is trying to. She's doing what she's supposed to do, right? So, Glorilla, I'm not exactly sure if I like her or not. I don't.
I never heard her.
I like she has the deep voice thing. I don't like it. I don't know if I like it or I don't think I like it. I don't know. But it's like people do fuck with Glorilla a lot though. So it's like I mean I'm not a fan yet. I mean
we on the time limit, bro. Let's switch it over.
No, I still got 30. Give my 30 seconds. I still got 30 seconds left.
All right, you get an extra 30.
All right, so
don't say Ice Spice.
I mean, my take is I would say, you know, female rap is female rap. We already went over Ice Spice, we went over Megan, we went over Cardi, we went over all that. You know, it's not our flavor. We're not of this genre, of this new age. But hey, it is what it is. The new kids, they can have that. I'm not gonna be the old man, like get off my lawn type person. Hey, you like what you like. All right,
man,
so
I'll listen to a Mill from Rockefeller album before I listen to what they.
Oh. All right, and all right, that'll just take us into this, right? So, fellas, everybody's in here, probably been in a relationship, didn't work out, got back on that horse. And what I've been seeing and what's been trending now is a lot of people, Gen Z and down, are not getting married, right? They're just not. Mm-hmm. So what I want to talk about with the fellas is, like, what do you think is the reason why people aren't getting married nowadays? Let's start with you, brother Crump.
I'm about to say another segue on that is they saying from that same study that a lot of young men are not having sex with these females due to the dating apps and all, because the females are either turning them down or they looking for a certain standard, and the standard is set so high that you gotta be Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk just to get with them.
Right,
and that's pushing the narrative the wrong way. Like, they could have a good man right there in front of them just because he's working a 9 to 5 don't mean nothing, but they could have a good man in front of them, but yet they'd rather go for the other man, the one that he'll probably either be in jail the next day, got all this bread, but they ain't even really worried about you. He just want to sleep with you, then keep it pushing the next or whatever standard they got. So, I mean, marriage nowadays is like it's non-existent. Even though I know I probably will, but other people it's non-existent.
I think that's a fact because like it's like even like with women nowadays, everybody want to be so independent instead of like believing in your man. It's always I can do this by myself. So it's really not like what I've been seeing in our culture, especially our people, is that these women want to be men.
Yeah.
They don't know how to be women.
I think what I see a lot nowadays is, I look at things from the American Indian perspective, not so much the Black perspective. So, one, I see a lot of traits that's been couched as either masculine or feminine, which were, both shared traits of a lot of American Indian and men and American Indian women back in the days. Back in the days, both American Indian men and women had to know how to farm. Back in the days, both American Indian men and women had how to forage. So it was like things that kind of, occupy both sexes that we've allowed ourselves over time, through some, unscrupulous sociologists and things like that to be like, oh, this is, I'm just referencing shit like the Moynihan report from back in the 60s that said, oh, the problem with the Negro family is it's not male dominated or it's not ran by a man and everything. And it's like, so you basically want us to be like, nuclear alleged white families. Fast forward to the day when you got a lot of rappers and shit putting out there, independent woman and shit like that. But then, when I look at our collective and everything, 1/3 of our friend group is married.
Right.
So then even with that, I'm like, okay, I see what the fuck the media is saying, but let me look at my motherfucking homies around me. Not so much, right? Even outside the slaughter, we got a lot of homies from the old project that's married.
That's getting married. Exactly.
It took them a couple of years, but they did, and they committed. And they found the sister they found the partner that was good for them, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It takes a while, but sometimes it takes that while for you to find that person. And once you find that person, that person gonna be for you. They just painting this picture and narrative saying that, the Black community is not capable of being in matrimony when that's not the case.
Not even close. So I'm piggyback off of a little bit of what everybody said, right? So
how much time left?
Let's see, we got 3 minutes. All right, so from what Tone said was absolutely right. A lot of women are absolutely masculine. I mean, and it's like it's not even just within the Black community, right? It's just within all races. You can find a Latin woman that is just male dominated, wants to work long hours. She's like following her career. And then that doesn't actually translate very well to when you're trying to get with a male, right? Because a man, we don't want to, as men, we don't really want to date a person like that. Because it's just like, all right, if I'm going to go out and work long hours as well, I don't want to come home to a person that's combative, because that's just what's going to happen when you have two people that are masculine. I can definitely see that from Tone's point of view. From for sure, it's just like the way that social media is working right now. A lot of girls believe that they have more options than they do. They just really do.
That's fact, man.
I mean, like the biggest myth that's ever told is if a guy jumps in your DM and was just like, "Oh yes, girl, I will eat it from the back, please. Just give me a date." Like they take that as, "Oh, I got all these guys just on me, and they just want to just date me. They want to wife me." Like they sometimes confuse like sexual with like the dating wifing thing. Yeah, I'm like, they will definitely have sex with you. They are trying to have sex with you. But once they get to know you, or do you think they really would want to stay with you with the
No,
attitude
that's
that
right.
you give
That's
them?
all it is.
Right.
Place.
So, all right, we getting down. We under a minute. Anybody got anything else on that topic?
I just really feel like this might sound like sexist as hell. This might sound real fucked up.
Don't get us canceled.
Women, women, women need to start knowing their place.
Oh my goodness.
And what
Misogyny.
There it is. There
we
it
can
is.
we can do 50-50. I give it to the females. We can do the 50-50 thing. Like you said, I would love my woman to know how to go out and do what she got to do for herself. But when it comes down to her man, I need you to know how to be a woman too. Because being a woman just not you laying down and having sex with
It's
her.
more to it.
I think a lot of men think that. Like, oh, yeah, we can just lay down together. Yeah, you know how to lay on your back. No. I would love for you to be able to go get your own and do your own thing.
well, what's womanhood?
But see, that right there, you opening the
30 seconds.
the doorway for something, because as soon as you say go ahead, go do your own, she gonna go out and do her own, and she ain't coming back home.
All right, you can say that then.
All right,
Tell
so,
you.
well, so that
All
means
right.
we gotta move on to the next topic.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go ahead and move forward to this next one, right? So it has a lot to do with what we're talking about, right? So we're sticking to like the dating theme. So statistics shows with they tested Bumble, Tinder, a lot of these dating apps, and they were showing that a lot of black women are the least swiped on, right? So everyone can have their theories on why is it. I guess we can touch on it, like because there is a stereotype out there that all black women are ghetto, masculine, argumentative, want to dispute everything, want to dispute their men, and that's kind of like the narrative that is out there. So I guess we can start there. Brother Duke, you want to start us off with this one?
Yeah, once again, American Indian perspective, right?
Mhm.
So a lot of, well, partially, the tribes that I come from are matrilineal based tribes, meaning women ran shit.
Mm.
So for instance, a lot of times the example that I use when the colonists came here, to Pennsylvania, Delaware, what have you, you know what I'm saying, and the Swedes and the Dutch came, they saw the women and actually they saw the men first, the Indian men, and they was like, yo, take us to your leader type stuff. So the women came out because they were the chiefs. They ran things. They dictated, diplomatic and political relations, right? And they say don't come out, city.
Oh,
No,
yeah. Okay.
no bride, no nothing on. So the colonists thinking, oh yeah, and the men was like, yo, what is you doing? Like, that's our chief. Why is you grabbing for her titties, bro?
Right.
So for me, I think it goes back to, women kind of setting the tone, dictating things. And, men, I know you talked about women knowing their place. The last topic, I think men also need to know their place as providers, as
Oh,
protectors.
okay.
as
that's
you
right.
know, as warriors.
Okay.
You know, to not to have their back, but to stand on side of them.
Right.
So, going back to the report that I mentioned, the Moynihan report, it paints this picture that, the reason why the black or the Negro family, because they used Negro back then, the reason why the Negro family is this way is because the woman is too dominant. And it's like, well, that's a kind of shallow, summation. So I'm just wondering how, to couch that with what you're saying in terms of the statistics from Tinder and everything. So I'm just going to leave it there. I'll probably pick it back up at the end if anybody else.
So I can actually kind of understand where you're going with that. So we can pick it. We can talk about what women are doing wrong and what they're doing. They're doing a lot wrong. Again, there's a lot of overinflated egos out there, but it does have to actually start with the men, right? If men aren't being men, then like Brother Duke was eloquently saying, like we have to be the leaders. We have to be the breadwinners. We have to be the one that sets the tone. And honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. There are a lot of men that they're just not doing it. There's a lot of women that are leading the relationship. And then there's men that are making less money than she is, working less hours than she is, and then expect her to do the laundry, do the dishes, put gas in the car, take out the trash. And there's a lot of men like that out there. So
self-pilot mode.
And if women have to come home after working and doing overtime and come home to clean the house, do the dishes, and she's making the money and she's making most of the money in the house, there's going to be a problem.
Oh, damn right.
Damn right. What the hell is going on here? Like, why am I in my feminine and you're not in your masculine? So I can definitely understand that there's definitely a disconnect there. So yeah, I can definitely understand it from that point.
We living in the parallel universe.
Now go ahead, Brother Trump.
I was saying we living in the parallel universe where we the ones wearing the panties and they got the pants. It's like whatever they say, go.
But you know what's crazy is that I don't think like certain females never had a real man. It's like where you will go out and you make sure you got the bill money, you gonna make sure the kids taken care of, and you gonna do that. A chick won't even give you that time of day because she never had no man. She always had little boys.
You mean talking about from like her dad or her uncles or her relationship?
Like I'm just like the entire spectrum of her knowing what a man is.
Okay.
Like because a lot of men, and I can say about certain men that I've been around, they're not even protectors.
60 seconds.
These boys don't even know how to protect their women. Somebody breaking their crib right now. They won't even know how to fight if they ain't got a gun.
Well, listen.
But it's the women that I love the women how they are sometimes until it gets to the point where it's those like, yo, you don't got to do my job for me.
Yeah, but this the black women that's getting disrespected like this, like they're not getting looked at. You know what I mean? Like we have a certain individual in our circle who is with a white woman, and this individual, he found his true love and all, but who's to say he wouldn't have found the same love with a woman of his own race?
Yeah,
right.
That person give the benefit of a doubt.
People that would you. I can talk.
No. We there's a lot. Listen. There's a lot that we can say about this particular topic. We can talk about this for a lot longer than the time allotted. We definitely for sure. We can definitely reach back at this at another segment. So let's segue to this, right?
Mm-hmm.
We all know about the woman in Tennessee.
Oh,
Officer Megan
had 6 guys pounding her.
Six.
Yeah.
Sometimes 2 at a time.
I'm telling you.
God.
Hey, we
She
just
doing-
letting everybody know we sex positive on
We
here.
are sex positive.
Yes.
She's doing 2 a days like she's doing workouts. So it's just
Right.
like
She
Like-
had one over here talk about left side and the other one over here talk about some strong side.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and get these squats in.
That's some strongblack.com action going on there.
Oh yeah. So
She
now,
went straight
fellas,
to Black Planet.
she has flipped the script on us men. She has said that she has been groomed to do these things with 6 different people at 6 different times.
Oh my God.
So
We're gonna start the time there.
let's start. Time has started. We have 10 minutes.
Oh,
Let's
10.
go.
Hold up.
Let's get 10 on it.
That
We're
must
gonna
be-
go
that must
10
be-
minutes
that must
on
be
this.
last
Oh,
time.
dang.
Because
We're gonna get 10 on this one.
I'm gonna just start here. It sounds like a great legal defense to me. I don't know who the legal team is, but
how can you be groomed? Listen, yo. How can you be groomed to have sex with 6 different people?
Yes.
I mean, what if that was a part of her onboarding or police
Oh my
training?
goodness.
Her onboarding, nigga. You heard what this guy just said? Her onboarding.
So there's just six module dicks that she has to
Yeah.
onboard with.
Not 6 modules.
Yeah.
Oh, so a part of
She
the
was
contract
she was
Go ahead,
my
brother.
goodness. Go ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna say she was Thanos for real. She had all of the damn soul stones.
Oh yeah. Listen.
She had all of the Infinity Stones. She was in the end game.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Yo,
All
You
right.
have more
So,
partners than everybody had movies.
and then the kicker is she
Don't
was
say the husband.
married. This woman
Yo,
was
You're married.
the husband, the trooper though, he already
The
knows she
husband-
got the one that legal suit.
The husband
Shit,
is
I wouldn't divorce
literally-
her either. I'm standing
Well,
by
I
my
mean,
woman.
He
I'm
ain't got no
standing by that
choice.
check too.
He ain't got no choice. He trying to get that. He trying to get paid. He probably the one that made the suit in the first place. He was like, "Oh
Probably.
yes, baby, we gonna get this money, and once you get this money, I am leaving you."
I'm dipping on your ass.
You want to get your crib,
Yo.
and I'm gonna get my crib,
Oh
and we
yeah.
gonna stay married. Oh no, I stay married to her. Now we gonna separate.
Yo,
But,
she
we
was
gonna
a
stay married.
mean.
Because you can't win divorce. She can't win it.
Yeah, no.
What
You can't
divorce?
win a divorce. You're done. Like,
No,
nigga, you
no.
pay national television. So,
Listen,
No internet.
let's dig into this.
okay, international.
Yeah, I seen that joint on the Canada news.
Listen,
No.
though. Let's listen to this though, right? Let's dig into this, right? Because there's like different layers to this. So, at
Yeah,
first,
it
right?
was different layers, all right.
yeah. Matter of fact, yeah, Crump. Yeah, right, brother Crump. Yeah, it's definitely different layers to this
we
one.
gonna have definitely different
layers.
layers.
Y'all. So many jokes. I'm glad we got 10 minutes.
Oh yeah. Listen, she tried to get her husband to get involved in it at first, right? Because she wanted to have threesomes. Husband was like, "Nah, we ain't gonna do that. We're just gonna do like an open marriage type thing, right?" And
Okay.
so what happened was,
Oh, she wanted the cuckold kind of deal.
oh yeah, she like that's what I mean. Like I'm trying to figure out
Hey,
how this lawsuit's gonna hold up. When she initiated, like a lot of the offers just came out like, "Yo, she was trying to get us in threesomes," and then the husband didn't want to do threesomes, and she just wanted to do one-somes, and then they became two-somes, and the next, it became Super Bowl party sex, and then it became sex on the clock.
Yeah. Development.
Yo, yeah,
things.
she gonna lose that lawsuit all the way.
Throw the 13. Matter of fact, come over here for a second.
Right? The cop then got a cop. Somebody
Officer requesting backup.
Yeah.
We need backup. She's sitting there gagging.
Right,
Copy.
I'll be right there.
right. So, yeah, we need backup. She over here dying of asphyxiation.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
could give somebody the Hoover 3000. Give somebody the Hoover 3000.
Oh my goodness.
She out of pocket. You can find her on the porno sites under BDSM and Bukakis.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah. But my
Yo,
thing
she
is this,
wow.
right? As a man, right?
Mm.
I know her husband had to literally, because you know, I gotta be a little racist on this one. You know, white men are. You know,
Wait,
white men
don't get us canceled now.
very
It's
free.
over.
We only
He
on
already
You know,
episode
white
two
men
two.
are very
topics ago.
My man,
He
we
can't
are on
lose two
on
topics.
episode 2. We cannot be
All
canceled.
right. All right. That man probably enjoyed that.
5 minutes.
That's what he wanted.
Yeah.
That's what he wanted. He wanted to see his wife. Oh, no, I don't want to see you gagging on it, but I definitely want
Ah!
oh,
Yeah, but I don't think the motherfucker wanted to see her on CNN.
the bitch probably made
I wanted to see you on Live Jasmine.
tell him move.
Exactly.
God
Listen,
Oh
damn.
my
I
God.
don't think my man signed up for that. Listen, if it was one dude, right? If it was one
I
dude she
wanted
was
to see
having
you on porn.
something going on with, I'd be like, you know what? I mean, it was just something that was going on at the office. He can forgive her. You know, it was a one-time deal with just the captain.
How you go from the office to OAN News? No.
Right. But then when it goes
Come on.
to
Y'all forget
the
that
captain,
because we already know the end game of what we would do. Because all right, yeah, you won't get this paper.
I want to know who leaked it.
who leaked
Because
it?
I don't think it would have
No,
been that
somebody told. Somebody told for sure.
Somebody
Definitely told.
Somebody snitched.
Somebody ain't getting none of that pussy. That's
Yeah.
who told.
Yo, what happened to Blue Lives Matter?
Exactly.
Oh, that shit
Shit.
went out the window.
They done got 6 cops fired. 6 cops, six good cops.
Right. What happened
One
to
cop that
Blue
was
Lives Matter?
dedicated.
Where you at? Shit.
The blue lives that matter when they found out they was black.
Yeah, they was black. That's why.
Nah, when she
He
found,
ain't,
now
he ain't
listen,
matter then.
it didn't matter when that's I think what happened was it was that Super Bowl party that leaked all this stuff because they was in the hot tub and remember when the first story happened, Brother Duke, you put the link in there. They was in the hot tub. She was getting plowed. It was 3-on-1. She was
She was having basement vibes.
this
Yo,
girl is getting plowed in the hot tub. Is
nah, that was some xnx.com.
oh yeah,
xnx.com type shit.
I
This is
couldn't
not
believe
not a promotion.
when you
But
when you
she's
put the,
not
when you
even
put the link
she's
in
not
the
even
chat when it
attractive.
first came out. I couldn't believe it. I said, "What the heck?" I said, "Nah, this gotta be fake." And then the more I read it, and then I went to the page of the police force. I was like, "What the heck? That's her. That is her."
Yeah.
They spoken her. She can't wait to go to work.
Oh
He
yeah.
was getting smoked.
I can't wait to go to
She
work.
probably like, babe, I have to do another double.
Ah!
Again?
She really meant that she was doing a double.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
A two-piece.
you know, I'm still within my 90 days. Yeah, you know how it goes.
Oh yeah. She doing doubles, triples.
She was telling the dudes, yeah, I'm gonna get in the front leaning rest position and get in cadence.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. Like I
Put these
said,
handcuffs on me. Put these handcuffs on
yo,
me.
I said, I want to know who the legal team is. I want to know who her lawyer is.
She better not have gotten anybody from Amber Rose's team. I know that.
Yo,
Shit.
she better not have got Trump either.
She better not got nobody from that team.
She better go dig up Kardashian and see if he
Oh my God.
Well, Rob.
She need to get what's Orange Man lawyer Michael Vanderveen. That yo, that
Hey,
boy.
She need a political
Yeah,
lawyer.
she need a Philly lawyer. My Philly lawyer.com or something. Shit.
Hell yeah. Now you know what?
Orange Man got his own situation going down. He about to get indicted.
Yeah, we got under 60 seconds.
Yeah,
So,
we 60
final
seconds.
thoughts. Final thoughts on this. Right? Is
shit.
this girl's full of shit. She is
Right.
absolutely abusing the system because she's a woman, and I mean, this kind of can be what happens. She's
It's part
abusing
and
it.
parcel of the system. She's an officer.
Right. She's she's abusing the system in two ways. She's abusing it, saying that she's a victim because the man made her do this. And I'm like, it's hard for me to believe that 6 men made you do this at 6 different times. And
There's
not
no
all
way.
of those men were over you. It's like some of the men came in an academy with you. So I'm like, what is the argument then? So it's like, no, you made bad choices. Like, take accountability. Like, sir, there has to be accountability
No goddamn
from bad choices.
Ain't no accountability when you trying to get a bag.
Yeah, you
Exactly.
Word. It's all about that money.
We have
And it's a legal team.
a very controversial topic at hand. This is our last one. We're gonna do a full 10 on this. So we probably got a lot.
Now.
Yeah, start now. Our guy, Big Don, is going to
Orange, man. My guy.
Yeah, Orangey.
he is
Mr.
going
Orangey.
to he is going to jail.
He's the only orange nigga. Only orange nigga I know.
He the only orange man that I know. He is going to jail. For what?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. No what? So what? Allegedly, he is going to jail.
Yeah. You gotta verify
Why?
that allegedly.
Like, all right, so that just actually makes me very confused.
You remember a lady called Paula Jones?
Mm.
You remember a lady called Jennifer Flowers?
Mm.
Yeah, I do. All mistresses, former President Clinton's.
What about George W?
I think she was the only one sucking dick.
Listen.
The biggest thing about this is
What, Stormy Daniels?
one against the deep state and against the military lobby war hawks. When he said he wanted to pull out Afghanistan instead of pulling out the Stormy Daniels, that's where he went the fuck wrong. And I totally agree. Because he was like, yo, these wars are unwinnable, veterans are dying. Like, yeah, I'm gonna meet with the Taliban. Strike one. When he said motherfucking elections are rigged, we know they rigged.
We didn't know it was rigged.
Allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly.
January 6th, now that we're starting to see, alternative footage that wasn't released before. Now
listen, it was niggas getting walked around
able to make heads and tails of what actually happened.
Right. So
strike three. Well, actually, strike three was getting off from impeachment, both impeachments.
Right.
So they do not want him, a person like him that has an actual grassroots movement, to win. They want this war in Ukraine. They want this, digital passports, and they really want this war with Russia.
Oh yeah.
And they want to keep all 7 wars continuously going because endless wars make endless money.
How do you think we got rich in the first place? Like, honestly, how do you think we got rich as a country in the first place? The hell you think happened during World War I? Like, we were just selling people weapons and making a killing off of that.
This country is built off of a whole bunch of trees, and it's crazy.
But you can get killed for that, though. That's the crazy reason. You can get killed.
You definitely you're gonna be in jail for life reason.
That's why I don't know why they trying to indict Trump instead of indicting Joe Biden. Like, he is
or Hunter. You gotta
indict. Like, I want y'all to get rid of the Ukrainian attorney general. Bro, you can't do that. That's an ethics violation.
That is a
Hell
serious.
yeah. You know how many
Listen to
representatives
this.
from the UN will be ready to beat head Joe Biden?
Listen, Hunter.
You can't kill the president of the United States and get away.
See, that right there, Hunter, is probably why he acting the way he acting.
Oh, that JLK, he stuck his nose somewhere it had to be, man.
All right, so this is the thing though, right?
He stuck his nose somewhere it had to be, man.
I'm like, with the thing that Trump is really saying is, I mean, he's talking about the election being stolen and all of that, right? But outside of him saying that, he's literally just saying like, yo, like, y'all making it seem like I'm the only one that's, been doing shit. Y'all all do shit. Every president has been doing shit. So it's like, if you're gonna arrest me, like, you're going to arrest every president that is, every councilman that has ever been in council, because it's like, to be completely honest, like, I don't know why people put their complete faith and belief into these people. They're going to do fucked up shit. They have to, because that is just their job.
I stopped voting when John Kerry lost to George Bush back in 04.
George W.
And that was rigged too.
I'm talking about big
John Kerry won that
Big George Sr.
We know election rigging has been going on at minimum for the past 20, 23 years. Like,
that shit been rigged since Reagan.
We know that, John.
I mean, it might even been rigged well before Reagan. So it's like, ain't nobody.
Well, Reagan was the biggest one of them all.
Started the war. What is white doing? War on drugs.
Yeah,
he was a dope lord
because Jimmy Carter allegedly just jacked up so bad with Iran. That's why we still got this beef with Iran and everything.
Because they wanted to steal their shit. Like, you can't just go around stealing. You can't just go around stealing everything from brown people. You need to just go around to these brown countries and just steal their shit. Like,
and they overthrew the government in the 50s and installed the Shah. So I could understand why they would have a beef still with the United States in the 70s.
Why they think we're an evil organization, we're an evil country. No, like, I mean, we ain't had nothing to do with that. That was our fucking government. They wanted to steal y'all shit. It's just like,
That's probably why Trump wanted to make everything in country, because he wanted to keep all of the resources that we make here and build our own revenue and our own resources. That way we don't have to keep going to countries like China, Japan, or Iran, or other countries like that. If we build here, we make our own money. We don't need that. They need us now.
Yeah.
Right. They ain't want Trump to have that type of authority.
Not tomorrow.
In the United States.
Now we're gonna see what's gonna happen tomorrow, because allegedly again, he's going to be indicted to getting he's supposed to be arrested. He said he's going to jail tomorrow.
Yeah,
right.
He's gonna be in D block with R. Kelly.
This joint is gonna backfire, because they thinking that he gonna go to jail and this is gonna be the end. No. His approval rating is gonna skyrocket. Niggas and motherfuckers from the hood is gonna fuck with him even more, because it's like, oh, Trump went to jail? What? Oh, this nigga on FCI. Oh, he on Cold Town shit. Like, yo, that's gonna boost it for him in the hood. So it's just
I see the reactions.
Shooting yourself in the foot with this. Like, it's really gonna have the opposite effect. And we know from the Civil War that I have to find the person who it was, but folks are able to govern from jail.
Oh yeah, you can. It's been done twice. It's been done twice in our time, not in our time, but I think it was done in 1930 and in 1970. So they actually ran for presidency from jail. There is no law that says you can't do it.
Yep.
You just had to have a couple of requirements, and you good.
and he's only been impeached. He hasn't been convicted.
No.
Right.
Listen to this though. If you run from jail, right? Again, there's no law that says you can't. Imagine if he's in jail, he is sentenced to 30 years in prison, but he wins the election. He can then impeach himself.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
So if that's why you tell him, listen, if Don has to do some serious time, he win this presidency, he can impeach himself.
And let's be honest, when we talk about him going to jail, it's not SCI.
It's not gonna be like
he's
not going to D Block.
It's not D Block. It's not Rikers Island. He's going to a Camp Cupcake like Martha Stewart. He's going to a SCI Alderson like Aunt Becky from Full House. Like
my man's gonna have full he's gonna have he's gonna have round the clock treatment. He's gonna have his
he's gonna be on house arrest at Mar-a-Lago.
That Aunt Becky from Full House, yo, that was ridiculous.
Yeah, he not gonna do it.
When I said that, I was like, Aunt Becky, no.
Oh yeah,
like, the most Wonder Bread. Like it's one big club, and we're not in it, brothers. One big club.
Uncle Jesse wasn't for that.
All right, let's do our closing segments on this one. All right, we actually went over a few minutes, but it's cool. It was a good segment. All right, our closing ones. All right, we're gonna get better. We're gonna get better at these closings as we get better. So, all right, so this episode 2, you know, we covered a lot of topics tonight.
Right.
You know, we're gonna cover a lot more topics as we move forward. All right, what's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on the show tonight? And you know, let's start with you, Tone. This your first time on, so what's up?
I think it went well. I think I can be a little bit more vocal when it comes to my part. You feel me?
Okay.
I'm more of a listener than a talker, but I know how to talk. So of course, you know, I'll say a lot more. You know, and I'm more of a jokester too, so I like to piggyback off certain people. So
yeah,
you feel me?
Open discussion.
Oh yeah, this is an open discussion right here. So
yeah, so more and more, I'm gonna need my man Trump to put a T-shirt on next time because you're embarrassing me.
He's embarrassing all of us. I'm a man extremely swole.
He's swole. Arms popping, shoulders popping. But yeah, that's what I got from it, man. It definitely was a good joint.
I bet. All right, brother Duke. How you feel about episode 2?
Felt like it was a great pivot from our last episode. High energy. And I think that's what we're trying to bring to the audience. Lots of high energy, lots of authenticity. We hope that, you know, with this next episode that we do, that, you know, we continue to bring that, lots of high energy, lots of authenticity, and lots more opinions from the Slaughter. So
yeah,
that's all I have. I think y'all did a great job, brothers.
Oh yeah,
I believe the same thing. It definitely was productive, and it was definitely original, and everybody was able to speak on their opinion without any type of negative feedback from one person or another, and it heightened to something which it like somebody had to get off of the video feed, you know. So it was definitely a good video.
Bet. My last thoughts is definitely. This is a good segment. We got a lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff to cover. We definitely got a chance to hear everybody's opinion on everything. I believe everybody had a fair shot at where everybody wanted to say. So, you know, we got to, of course, like when we're doing like rapid fire, you know, everybody not going to be able to get the same amount of minutes on each topic, you know. So while definitely when we're in our early episodes, we definitely want our fans, you know, once we start developing fans, to know we don't rehearse this. This is all authentic. This is straightforward.
It's straightforward.
Like this
No
is
notes,
just
no nothing.
Yeah.
So yeah, so no notes, no nothing. We pick a topic, we talk, and this is just straight from, straight from the dome. So
Yep.
no one's trying to overtalk nobody. No one's trying to, take most of the minutes. You just, when you're passionate about, when you hear a topic and you got something to say, you got something to say. So I felt like we did.
We ain't got no Stephen A. Smiths on this joint.
Oh yeah, definitely. No Stephen A's. We ain't no Stephen A's. Oh wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Now. This is my show. I want to talk about what I want to talk about.
Damn it, you gonna listen. This is my show.
This is a productive segment, fellas. All right, so with that being said, hey, look forward to episode 3. You're gonna get more of the same, and we're gonna have more topics for everybody. All right, Slaughterhouse, we out.
Yeah.
Yes,
We
sir.
out.